Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Passover begins on Friday, so this is the time for a traditional Passover Seder.
To learn more about this tradition is Fagie Rapoport, co-director of the Peltz Center for Jewish Life in Mequon. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to come here. It's great to see you. You look like you had a great vacation.
I did. It was good. And now I'm excited to learn more about this because this is the whole tradition of Passover is something I think a lot of us hear about, but we don't know a lot about. So what do you kind of tell people in general what Passover is?
Well, Passover is a very exciting festival. It commemorates that 3,300 years ago, a whole Jewish nation left Egypt. And it's the most joyous festival. We teach our children to be proud and happy people, to share with others love and encouragement. And the whole Passover week, actually, and especially the first 2 nights, are geared for the children to ask questions. And everything we do around the Passover Seder is different than a whole year round. So they say, gee, we have a strange plate today. Why is that? And we'll go over the different things, and the child will ask. Actually, there's 4 formal questions that they like to ask, and we teach them. That's the most important thing. And we're very excited. Mostly family from all around the world come and visit. And my grandchildren are here. They come from Bangkok and Australia and all around the world, and we celebrate. And we have different things, and this is why we explain them. You see, on Passover, we cannot eat anything that has leavening.
Okay.
Bread, we can't eat noodles, we can't eat crackers. The only thing we could eat is this special matzah when it comes to carbs, breads.
And that's why it's so flat, right? Because it doesn't have the leavening in it.
Yeah, you see what happened when the Jewish people were in Egypt. They were slaves and they worked very hard. And the king didn't want to let them go out. But he was punished and they suffered really badly. So one day he decides, leave, with no any kind of free warning. So they had to make food. What do they do? You mix some water and flour, and voila! They got
you just can't bake it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? There's something, a difference between matzah and bread. What do you think of? You help me.
Sugar.
Right.
And
how does matzah look?
It looks flat.
How does
so
bread look?
That leavening.
Right, makes it high. And that's to teach us a good lesson. We internally should be humble, like the matzah.
Oh.
But there's a question. Why don't we eat matzah all year round? Because we also have to be proud of ourselves. God gave each person a soul, and each person who's born has a reason to accomplish in this world. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here. And today, with so many teenage problems and children and adult problems and people doing things that are immoral, many of us don't have any confidence anymore.
Right.
But confidence is important. There's a time to eat that bread. And we should know that God created us and he needs us here. And that when we are here, we should share it with everybody. That's why in 1978, the United States government, the President of the United States, had, right, you could do that.
Proclamation.
The proclamation is Education Day and Sharing Day. We should educate our children. Any knowledge we have, we need to share with others. If we know an A, we share an A. If we learn a good characteristic, we share with others. We don't have to be professors or professional, but each one of us has so much to give and so much to share. So the President of the United States in 1978 recognized it, and every year on the Rebbe of Chabad, Hebrew birthday, so it's not the same secular day every time, there's a proclamation of Education and Sharing Day. And this year, many governors around the United States have done the same. And our mayor here in Milwaukee did the same. And Mayor Barrett issued a proclamation, Education Sharing Day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Right, and
we're going to share a website in a little bit where people can find out more information.
Right.
There's some wonderful traditions. One is the Seder meal, the different components of that. In front of us, too, there is a traditional Seder meal. And then there's the 4 glasses of wine. What does that signify?
Right. Okay. We wanted the children to remember what happened. We want them to continue teaching the next generation what happened. So we drink 4 cups of wine. And like you rightly ask, they say, why 4? And you know, when we do something right, we say, cheers, all right? Let's practice. So It says in the Bible that God took the Jewish people, and everybody went, cheers, let's drink to that. And then he said, I will save you. And everybody says, cheers, we will drink for that. And for every time God had pronounced the word of liberation, of redemption, which was 4 times, we drink 4 cups of wine for the kids to remember.
Love that.
You're right.
Tomorrow's Education Day, so people can learn more. There's also the Passover Seder this Friday night, March 30th at 8 p.m. at the Peltz Center for Jewish Life. You can learn more by visiting shabbatmekwan.org or calling the number on your screen, 262-242-2235. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure. It's good to be together.
Yes.
You look beautiful every time.
You too.
Thank you.